Alright, we're doing NFL predictions. Sorry, this is last minute, and yes, it is the night before the kickoff. And let's predict season. So NFC North, I got the Vikings, uh, Lions, Packers, and Bears. Man, I'm just drained right now. Oh my god. It took me 5 attempts to record this, and literally nothing is working, bro. Like, oh my god. I have the shortest attention span ever, y'all. But anyways, y'all, we're gonna start off by letting y'all know that finally I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I know it's been a while. So let's get straight into it. We got week 1 Baltimore, Kansas City. And I'm all over the place. I literally lost it. I cannot talk right now, literally. Took me 6 attempts. I'm about to give up, bro. Literally. Because nothing is working right now, bro. I'm just trying to do predictions, and I guess my brain doesn't want me to function right, I guess. But y'all know how it is. Anyways, let's get straight into it. So now we have Baltimore and Kansas City. Kansas City easily. Green Bay, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Chicago, Cincinnati, Houston, Miami, New Orleans, Minnesota, Las Vegas, Denver, Dallas, Tampa Bay, and Detroit. And then I got the Niners. So yeah, who's coming out of the NFC North? The Lions. They're gonna finish. As right now, I'm not gonna just switch straight for 13-4 record, easy. Or 12-5. I'll do 12-5. Second, we got the Vikings 9-8. All these teams stay healthy. That's the record. Packers 9-8. Bears 5-12. No, 6-11. Alright, then we got the NFC East. Eagles 13-4, and Dallas 10-7, and I think Commanders 5-12. Giants, they're a 2-win team, 2-15 for sure. And then the NFC West, Niners 14-2. Heck, well, it's kind of unrealistic. They have a tough schedule. Well, not really. They have an easy schedule first half season. Let me see their schedule. Niners. Let me see. Oh, it's loading. Oh my gosh. Dude. You see why I can't record a dang video in my life? Because my computer is like kind of buns right now. Anyways, y'all know how it is. Oh wow, okay. Really? Okay, it works finally. Yeah, this is their schedule. Oh yeah, they easily win. They win a lot of these games. Oh yeah. Dude, what the freak? No. This is a joke. Dude, I'm just trying to... You see this browser, y'all? Oh my god. Dude. I'm just trying to do a prediction video, and it's stopping me from Gosh dang, bro. As you see, I upgraded my setup. Like I bear in mind, but I need to upgrade my computer next, cause it's horrible. It's nothing. Like this is the everything's so like slow now. All right, finally. Frick, yeah, we're right here, right? Yeah, they're easy. Like what? They're better than all these teams for sure. Yeah, they're winning. They're winning it all probably. 15-2. And then I have the Rams 10-7, 9-8. I don't know. They have a tougher schedule. Rams like yeah, yeah. That's a tough schedule. Jeez, yeah. They're a wild card team barely, and then Seahawks. I think they're 7-6-7 win team. They won't be as good. They'll miss the playoffs. I think their offense will be great. Their defense is okay. No, their offense. Well, Gino's aging. That's bad. You need to draft a quarterback if he's not gonna do anything, or just trade. Their offense actually is. Their defense gotten better. Their offense hasn't. Aging offense. Yeah, I do like the running back though. Who's that guy? Dude, I don't know. I Yeah, they have their draft picks. Oh yeah, they have Stenson Bennett now. He's their backup. Boston Scott. Oh, they have a great running game. Yeah, Corum and Karen Williams. They have Stafford, of course. Cup, Nakua. Yeah, they'll be good offense. Their defense won't be good. That's the problem. That's why they're gonna lose a lot of these games, because their defense can't hold up these high powered teams. Their offense can compete with any defense. Honestly, their offense is set. They can easily contend with the offense. But if they can rehaul their defense, they can easily be a great team again. But they'll be a wild card team for sure. I think 10-7 is fine. Their offense will be elite. So yeah, and then Seahawks, they're a 6-win team. They're not gonna do much. I guess their defense can help. Their offense could be good, but like again, Metcalf hasn't been the best. He used to be really good. He's inconsistent now. And then the Cardinals, they did get the Marvin Harrison dude. Their offense might be better than last year, but they're a 4 or 5 win team. They're below average. They're not the worst team. I think the Giants are, and the Patriots, teams like that. But we'll get to that just now. And going back to the NFC North, the Lions finish first because they're just stacked. Their offense did get a lot better too. Like they got much better running game. And if they can get anything going, they're just unstoppable, honestly. Honestly, they could be better than the Niners and Eagles, not even kidding. Because, like, they're well coached, too. It's just that the coach just, remove the risk part of what he coaches, like, remove, like, his gutsy calls. Other than that, he's, like, easily the best coach in the league. I don't know why he's not. Because Kyle Shanahan, bro, he sells. I low-key think he sells, like, in the biggest games. Like, a game or two away from championship or the Lombardi, of course. He's a great coach, too. He draws up amazing plays, but, like, just get over the hump. Like, these teams can easily dethrone the Chiefs. They just try to do too much. That's literally it. It's all mental. Anyways, what? Dolphins are next. That's my favorite team, by the way. Alright. But back to the Cardinals, yeah, they're rough. Week 1 they play, who do they play? They play the Bills, yeah, they're not gonna be that great. Their offense will be better. Their defense is like trashy trash. I mean, I don't know anyone on defense, honestly. I'm a casual, I know. Yeah, their offense will look good, and they have a good tight end too, so they'll be fine offensively. They're above average, like top. They can be top 10 peaking top 10. but again, not the best. They'll be 4, 6 wins max, but I'll give them 4-13 is their final record. They won't be that good. They're rebuilding. So that's the NFC West, and then the NFC South, weakest division still. But I think the Saints actually will be good this year. I low key think they might win the division, either the Buccaneers or the Saints. Same as last year. It's those two teams. I think the Saints take it this time because the Bucks have gotten a lot worse. Their offense is aging. Their team is just aging. They need new players. They need sparks. And who do they have? I mean, their offense might still be good because they still have the receiving core, and they have Baker Mayfield, which I think he's almost 30 on status. He had a good season. I think he might do just as well, but their defense is awful. I mean, they're not as good. Last year they lost good players. Defense will be below average. I don't think they'll be the worst team, but I think they can easily win the division still if all goes well, like last year. Just injuries and all that. But we're talking about if all these teams are healthy. I think 8-9. They'll win. So they'll win a good amount of games because their offense is good. They can win games, especially in their division. They can easily take a lot of they take it 4 games. That's the story. They'll win. They'll win. Godwin, Mike Evans, dude. Alright, y'all. Back. Always getting distracted. I mean, what can you do, honestly? So where was I? I was in MC South. Yeah. So honestly, I think the Saints are low key gonna be good this year. I have a feeling they have. I don't know about their quarterbacks. If they had a good quarterback, they actually would easily win the division, without a doubt. No brainer. They had like just a all star, all Pro Bowl type quarterback. They would like easily like. If they had two on their team, for example, or like heck, even like who's good now? Herbert. If they had someone like good, like Chris Olave is like their best player on the team, like, and their defensive line has gone better. Their corners have gone better. The defense low key be slept on too. They're gonna be good. I think they'll win the division. I think 10-7 Saints are good. It depends on if they stay healthy and if their offense is consistent. Their defense will do their job. I mean, but the offense it is aging. It's pretty like on status with what Michael Thomas washed. Injuries deteriorate Kamara and Thomas. If they were healthy all these years, they would easily win the division. They would be a 10+ win team. The Saints, yeah. Let me see this Saints team, which I'm not trying to buy tickets. I don't know what, dude. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Saints. Let me find the Saints. Yeah, I mean they have a pretty rough start. I mean these are good. They'll beat the Panthers and Bucks obviously, but probably not the Cowboys, Eagles, Falcons, and Chiefs. They could beat the Falcons actually. But the problem with the Falcons is their freaking draft. They had a terrible draft. Like their offense could be good with Cousins. They have a core. If like Cousins was on the Saints, they would be really good actually. But now the Falcons' offense is really good because they have a quarterback. London, Pitts. I don't know. I still think they're not great. I don't think they're not as great as people think they are. That's my opinion. I think they're a 7-win team. They could make the wild card. I don't think they're winning the division though. I think the Saints have gotten better. They had a good draft. Like this is a good draft. Kool-Aid, like they got some nice picks. And yeah, they have a tough schedule, but I think they can win. I think they can win. They can beat a lot of these teams. Like they can go on a like 5 to 6 game win streak here, like pretty easily. They might not beat the Rams, for example, or the Packers. Well, they could beat the Packers. I think they can be better than the Packers and Bucks, but it really depends on their offense. They have the weapons, of course. They have the experience. It's just the quarterback is what's holding them back. But Saints could easily be good. They almost made the playoffs last year, but it's their inconsistent offense literally selling them. Same with the Bucks. They're inconsistent. If they were consistent, they were actually easily gonna be good. They were 1 game away from the NFC Championship, the Bucks last season. So crazy talks. Baker Mayfield can lead a team. Just swap quarterbacks in different situation. So that's the NFC. Oh yeah, the Falcons, they'll be okay. I think they can make the playoffs. The Falcons, Saints, and Bucks can easily win the division. Just depending on situation, injuries or not. But as of right now, with all these current rosters, it's the Saints. Obviously, I mean, they got a good draft. I mean, these are really good picks. They had a way better draft than the Bucks and Falcons. They're winning that easy. And then the Panthers are last. They're one of the worst teams too. I don't think they're the worst team. I think the Giants are still worse. They're like a 3-win team. So yeah, Falcons are 6-win and then 6-win. Yeah, Falcons have a tough schedule too. But give me the Saints 10-7, and heck, they might even go far. They might make a run, but it's just their quarterback. It's just gonna hold them back. Might even sell in the division. That's as of right now. Anything can happen. They can easily lose the division. They can be the worst team in the division actually, if they get injured, because literally that team is injury prone. Last season they were looking good, and then injuries happened. Because Olave is their best player. They have a star receiver. He's like top 5 when healthy, bro. He's good. He's in his prime already. But yeah, I've been rambling about the NFC South for most of my time. So yeah, let's go to the AFC. We'll start with the AFC South. Let's go backwards. And this one's obvious. The Texans. They're one of the best teams in this league right now. Their defense gotten so much better. Their offense is elite. They're a top 5 offense when healthy. I'm not even kidding. Their receiving core is crazy good, and they had a great season last year. Surprise. C.J. Stroud is the answer. He's great. He's top 5 quarterback when healthy, and he was actually kind of injured last season for a little bit. Same with Jordan Love. No, Jordan Love was healthy all season. Those are 2 young rising quarterbacks, but they're 13-4. I don't think they're the best team in the AFC yet. They can dethrone like the Chiefs, of course, because they have the talent. They have experience. They made the good playoff run. But of course, Baltimore. I think Baltimore's still better. Probably better than the Texans. I think the Texans are just an inch shorter than the Ravens' talent and Chiefs' talent, but I think they're like 3rd or 4th best team in the. They're one of the best teams in the AFC for sure. So yeah, give them 13-4. They can be 14-2 maybe, but let's see. I think they lose some games close because of the competition in the AFC. Tough. Stroud, Tank Dell, Diggs. I don't like Diggs. I think he's fallen off a little bit. He's aging, but he's still good. He can still do what he can do. But otherwise, everyone else can. Nico Collins, like, they're good. They're all good. And then their defense has gotten better, too. So, yeah. And then, give me Jags. Well, hold on. Give me the Colts. I think the Colts will be better than the Jaguars this season. Just because Richardson's back. And heck, like, who else is good? Jonathan Taylor. Oh, yeah, he's on the team. Really good team. Yeah. They're really good. Without a doubt. Let me see their schedule, though. The Colts. Well, I know the Colts. Yeah, let me see this. Well, they have few injured players, but these are nobodies. Like, who are these? Oh, yeah, if you're punt returner... Yeah, both teams look healthy. I think these are, like, not even starters. But, yeah. So, this is the Colts. They do have a little bit of a rough start to the season. I think they do win. I think they... Dude, what the frick? Like, who gives a crap about that? Dude, you guys see this, bro? Always doing this stupid stuff to me anyways. Wait, no, what? Yeah, okay. Oh, well. But y'all get the memo. Colts are 10-7. They're good this year, and their defense is pretty solid too. They got good pickups. I think they're gonna be good. I think they won't make the mistakes as last season. And Richardson will be better this season. He'll come back stronger than ever. If this team's healthy, they can easily sneak in a wild card spot. They're not gonna win a division because the Texans are obviously better on paper, but watch out. The Colts have a good offense. They have good running backs and good receivers. Solid team. But the floor is they missed the playoffs because of injuries, of course. But the season is the wild card team. 10-win max, I think. 9-10 wins. They get over the hump compared to last season. Because they get the young QB back. Richardson just has to throw the ball more. That's it. Then the Jags. The Jags literally just suck, bro. I mean, their offense isn't that bad. They have a deep offense, but their quarterback, it's tough. It's tight. And they have a tough schedule too. I mean, let me look at it. I mean, they play my team first, my Dolphins. And the Dolphins are like contenders too. They're like one of the best AFC teams right now, easily. They're like 13 win team. They're really good. Yeah, this is just a rough start. They're losing all these games. I mean, even the Colts, I mean, they're not even better than most of these teams. And then they might win a few. They're a 5-6 win team. They're not impressive. And their defense is aging. Their defense isn't that great. They can't hold back all this. And yeah, that's a pretty tight rough. They can make 7 wins max. If their offense is clicking though, their defense won't. That's the problem with this Jacksonville team. They can score a lot, but that's probably it. Their defense is below average, and their offense can be inconsistent. So that's the issue with the Jacksonville Jags. But hey, I think yeah, and they have Mac Jones. They're not great. They don't have the best quarterbacks. They're not bad though. I mean, they did make the playoffs that one year and made an incredible comeback against the Chargers. I saw it live. Shoot, bro, like literally. This schedule is tough. I'll tell you that. But nah, definitely give me the Texans winning the division. But I still think they're better than the Titans. I think they're even. I think they're just subpar season. I was just telling something. So yeah, I think the Titans can be better than the Jags too. I think the Jaguars and Titans are just even, but I think they're slightly better because their offense is loaded somehow. I mean, their quarterback room isn't the best. If they had a good quarterback, they low key could be a top five offense because they have good receivers. But yeah, when healthy, they're actually really elite offensively. Just defense is kind of worse too because they gave up some good players. But that's that. They're an 8-win team max. They won't be terrible. They just won't be as good as they used to be. Because they were heading in the right direction too. They were 9-win team, and then they lost all their games in the second half of the season. So that's what happens when you crash out and stuff like that. But anyways, Titans. I think they're a 5-win team, 4-win team if injured, but they're not bad honestly. They're just average. They're average, just like the Jags. Some teams are gonna be average this season, and I've said it. The South, the NFC and AFC South teams are mostly gonna be average teams, with probably one team coming on top, breakout year. So the Titans, their running game is good. I think they have good running game, but the receiving is average. They don't have the receivers. And Will Levis, they're just too inexperienced. They're young. They're getting younger too, so it's not. They're not going to be a playoff team. They can push 7-8 wins if they impress, but again, just depends on all the situations. If they're lucky, they can get 8 wins. But they're a 5-win team, 5-6 win team. I'll give them the 6 wins because they're a solid team. Their defense isn't that great, but it isn't bad either. It's pretty good. It's average. Their offense is average too, so like they can get some wins, of course, with these matchups, and then they can get. And I think their defense is better than the Jags too, the Titans, because they have pretty good. So yeah. Now, the AFC West. And let me be real, just the Chiefs, man. Like 14-2. No. Frick, 14-3 is a record. They're winning all these games. I mean, they're gonna lose some, of course, close, cause they it's pretty much impossible to stay undefeated nowadays, cause this league can be a little unpredictable. But I think they've gotten better than last season. Last season they had 6 losses, and they still won the whole thing because of Mahomes. And Mahomes is still in his prime, and he has the receivers now. And when he has the receivers and a good running back in Pacheco, gosh, that's a top 5 offense automatically. But if it's anyone else other than Mahomes, they're probably not a top 5 offense. I'm sorry to say that. Mahomes is different. If you put Mahomes on any team, they're just way better offensively. He's just that good. If Mahomes is on the Vikings, they'll win the division. Heck, bro. Well, probably they can be like a 11-12 win team. They can just make any team. Like, place Mahomes in the freaking Saints. They'll be contenders. I'm not even kidding. Or place him in the Chargers. No, not the Chargers. The Bills. They'll be contenders too. Sorry, Bills. You didn't get Mahomes, but still have Josh Allen. He's good. It's just that they don't get over the hump, man. It's sad. Chiefs own them, unfortunately. And I'm a Dolphins fan. It's sad to see. I want them to just succeed last season, but they missed the field goal and they lose. So that's their chance. Same with the season before that. Got dismantled by the Bengals. Anyways, what's new? So yeah, Chiefs winning that easy. I mean, no other team's gonna come close. I think the Raiders might have a bounce back season. I'll tell you why. Their defense is elite. I think they have a top 5 defense easily. They showed that last season, and they weren't healthy offensively. Their offense was ruining their team, bro. Like, you saw them how they beat the Chiefs last year, like once, because their defense was unbelievably great. Crosby, dude, and they had a lot of good. We lost Wilkins, but Their defensive line is a top 3 defensive line, bro. That defense is crazy good. They're gonna give a lot of offenses a hard time, and the corner game is like good too. They have good corners, so their defense is easily top 5, and then their offense is average. They're supposed to be good. They have Devontae Adams, but he's aging, bro. He's bro. He's like, and then they lose Josh Jacobs too. Like, no, their offense could be a disaster, but low-key, I'm liking their offense again because they got it. They had a good draft. They have a tight end now. And their quarterbacks, Gardner Minshew can do something. He can cook something up for y'all. They can be a wild card team, but it's their offense is disappointing though. I'd say 9-8, 8-9, as of right now. If they're injured, it's wraps. But in the Chargers, they have a great coach. Jim Harbaugh has the experience, but I think it's just their first year. They're not gonna do much, and then their offense is awful. Other than Justin Herbert, it's terrible. It's full of nobody's. I think they can get something going with with their young receiving core, but it's not gonna last long. They're a 4-win. I think they're like last in the division. I think they're just as good as the Broncos. They're like a 5-win team max. Same with the Broncos. Bo Nix. Bo Nix is gonna be that guy. So yeah. Last one, I'm about to crash out, guys. I'm about to end this stream. So, where was I? So yeah, I still believe the Broncos will be better than the Chargers. Here's why. It's just defense. Broncos defense has gotten a lot better. They're top 10 defense. Broncos defense is elite. Surtain, their line has gotten better. It showed last season. They had good. And their offense has gotten slightly better too, but not as good. They're pretty average. But they'll be better than the Chargers. Even though the Chargers even has the better discipline, they're just way too young, and they're rebuilding. They're building on Herbert. They're trying to make them contend again. They're far. So I think they will be a 7-win team. 7-10 is good. And then the Chargers are 5-12. So not bad. Not bad at all. In the AFC East, the Dolphins are winning at 12-5. I'll give them. They're going to be really great. When they're healthy, they can contend, obviously. And their defense got a lot better. They're healthy now. If you remember last year and the year before that, they got so unhealthy before the playoffs, and they came back and bit them badly. But yeah, Tua's healthy, and if our defense is healthy, we're making it far. We're making it to the championship game. I don't think we'll make the Super Bowl. But if everything just clicks, our offense is top 3, of course. We have one of the best offenses. I don't think the best offense, but one of the best, because it's just the receiving core and running back core is deep. I don't know about the line. The line is average. If Tua's protected, oh yeah, we're the number 1 offense. So just like last season. But who knows? We're healthy. We'll be just as good. But Tyreek is starting to age, though. But Waddle is up and coming. And Berrios will do good. Mostert and A-Chain is the running backs. It'll be great. It'll be a good season. Once healthy, we're winning the division. And then the Bills. Oh, man. The Bills. I think they've gotten worse. Low-key, their defense has gotten worse. But their offense they could be still elite. They could still be a top 5 offense. Josh Allen's great. They're wasting his prime because freaking Diggs is ruining it, and their coaching is ruining it, bro. Come on, bro. If they just locked in every game, they would be unstoppable. But they somehow sell. They're the Cowboys of the AFC. They don't do much. I'm a Bills hater, but they actually might be good this year. Even though they lost key players. They won't be like second or third seed as before. I think they'll be a fourth seed team max. And oh, what the frick is that? We have an insect in my room. Here, I'll kill it. So yeah, that's that. And honestly, just give me the benefit of the doubt. The Bills will finish 10-7. They can be 12-win. They can compete with the Dolphins, honestly, because they're even on paper. But the Dolphins are just too loaded now. Their defense is better too. So I think the Dolphins finally win. We had it last year too, but freaking injuries happened, and the Bills got clutched up in the end of the season. It was Dolphins all year until their defense fell apart and their offense slightly digressed, but we're back at full force, and Dolphins are winning that easy peasy, without a bias too. I mean, Bills could win it still if same thing happens, but Bills have digressed. So 10-7 for the Bills. I think they're second, and now the Jets. Low key, they're a stacked team. They're really good defensively. They're a top 5 defense, obviously. But here's the problem with the offense. You have an unk status Aaron Rodgers. And if he was in his prime still, they would be a Super Bowl contending team. But the receiving core is good. They have Wilson, they have Garrett Wilson, they have another really good receiver. They have the pieces, just the quarterback. He's old. And then their offensive line isn't great either. So their offense might hold them back from winning a lot of these games. And that's a huge problem. Just like last season, their offense was not good. And they're way worse. I think they'll be slightly better than last season, but they're not making the playoffs, sadly. In this AFC, bro, like, come on. People were hyping this team up. They could make a wild card if all goes well, if they surprise anyone. If Aaron Rodgers pulls out a Brett Favre season, like what he did to the Vikings, Brett Favre. But, again, he had the offensive line, though, compared to this Jets. And their defense is great. They have great corners and great line, so they'll get a lot of wins against these mediocre and terrible teams. But against these top teams, I don't know, man. Their offense, it comes down to their offense. If they can clutch up, they can easily make the playoffs and a good playoff run. But I don't know. I'm not sure about the offense. Their defense is great though. They can do a lot. But 8-9, I think. It's tough. They're better than last season for sure, because they only won like 4 or 5 games. They'll be better though for sure. But if Aaron Rodgers was healthy last year, they would have made the playoffs easily in that situation. But yeah, I think people are just overreacting. Like if Aaron Rodgers was in his prime, and he's nothing like Tom Brady. Don't ever compare Rodgers to Brady, bro. He sometimes is a choker. Even though he's clutch and great and all that, he only has 1 ring, so that says it all. But now, the Patriots, they're a 1-win team, bro. They can make like 2 wins max. They're not even, they're the worst team. Other than the Panthers and like Panthers. Other than the Panthers, I think they're the worst team. And Giants. They're like the 3 worst teams. There's always every season, there's 3 terrible teams. And those are like 3 or 4 terrible teams. And those are like one of them. Probably the Chargers will join it if they get unhealthy. But they have Herbert. He's good. And they have well coached. But those are 3 terrible teams. And yeah, they're one. I'll give them 2 wins. Because, they can probably upset. 2-15. No team's gonna get one win this season. The NFL is really competitive now, but they can easily be one win still. Yeah, but no team's gonna get 0 wins, and no team's gonna stay undefeated. And then finally, the AFC North. Dang, it's been a while. Dude, I think the AFC North, bro, is the best division. Without a doubt. Other than probably the AFC South or NFC North or NFC West. Dude, I think there's something about the AFC North that's got it special. Every team is low-key a playoff team on paper and, like, talent-wise. Well, it's just execution. Like, all these teams can be great. Who's winning the division, bro? Is it the Bengals? Is it the Steelers? Is it the Browns? Or Ravens? I'm going with the Ravens still. They are the best team on paper because they're the most complete team in the AFC. Actually, more complete than the Chiefs, but the Chiefs have the experience and the offense is slightly better than the Ravens. I think the Ravens could be a top 5 offense, but I think what's holding back is their core. I think their receiving core is not that deep. They have a great receiving Flowers and Aguilar and all that, and MVP Lamar, but this is a championship or bust team. If they don't win this year, it's time to blow it up, y'all. I mean, there's no way you guys don't win it this year. Yeah, you're gonna have to get past the Chiefs, Eagles, and Niners again. But I think the AFC team can easily win again this year because the NFC, bro, like, yeah, the Niners, Eagles, and Lions can do it, of course. But if they can just, like, stick to their game plan every single game, they easily win the Super Bowl, just like last season. And they've gotten better, too. They literally gone out of the way to get one of the best running back. Even though Henry is starting to age, he'll still get the job done. Frick, you have so much help, Jackson. Please save us this season. But again, literally, bro, like, now or never. This season is their season, and their defense is elite too. They did lose a couple great players, but they did patch it up with great players. So their defense is the same as last season. Kyle Hamilton, I know a lot of their players, and yeah, but just that team just got to lock in, and they freaking win it all easy. I mean, they could have beat the Niners in the Super Bowl too. They were destroying the Niners. Like, they're the most consistent team last season. Compared to every other team, they're the most consistent. So that says a lot. Their only losses is freaking choking. Like, they choked the lead because they stopped trying or something like that. But yeah, if they lock the freaking, they win every game, bro. They could have went undefeated last season. They were that good. But it's just mental. But anyways, yeah, but the AFC is competitive. They might lose some games, of course. First couple of games, they might lose. 14-3. I think they're the best team. They're the 1 seed. They're gonna either Chiefs or Ravens are 1 seed because they're the 2 best teams in the league. And then the Eagles, Niners, and the Lions are fighting for that 1 seed in the NFC. So Houston, Ravens, the Chiefs, maybe Dolphins too, but I think we're a tad short because it just comes down to offense, really. It just comes down how we execute. Yeah. And I'll give the Bengals, I'll give them 11 wins. They're gonna be really good. They're a playoff team. They're not winning the division though, unfortunately. Their defense isn't as good as the Ravens. They're still solid. I mean, they still have good players, but their offense is gonna be elite. They're gonna be top 5 offense, just as good as the Ravens. They have a great quarterback. Burrow's gonna be healthy. Jamar, yeah, good team. They're making it far. I don't think they're a Super Bowl team yet because they need to yeah, they're just defense might sell at the end, and they clearly showed against, yeah, so They can be a 11-12 win team. They're great. They'll win a good amount of games, but it's competitive though. So that's why they're not 13 or 14 plus win team. Then finally, we got the Browns and the Steelers. Who is better? Is it the Steelers or the Browns? I'll tell you this. They're both equally as good. And I think they can both easily make the playoffs, but I don't think these teams are making the playoffs this season, the Browns or the Steelers. Okay, their defense is top 5, top 3 defenses. I think they're both could be top 3 defenses. Just like the Raiders, Jets, Niners, yada, you name it all. But even the Chiefs are top 5 defense, and the Ravens are top 3 defense too. But I don't think the Browns defense is top 3 though. I think some spots are pretty questionable, but other than Myles Garrett, they have good players. Their defense will do the job. They'll get them solid 8-9 wins. It's gonna be hard because their offense is it's rough. They can do well. Often if Deshaun Watson returns to normal again, bro. They're like a 13 plus win team. Just a reach, 12-13 win team. But it's too competitive. I'm keeping it realistic. They're like a 9-10 win team. 9-8 is their record. And the Steelers, they're 9-8 as well. Their defense is if not the best defense in the league. Stacked line. Their corners are good. They're like up there with the Ravens and like the Raiders and Jets and all. And yeah, they're like, when you say the best, they're like easily the best. But their offense is average. That's the problem. Their offense is gonna be average. But if they can just get the job done, like if they just do what they're supposed to do, they can like be a heck 12, just like the Browns. They can be exceeding that. That's it. Who's gonna win the Super Bowl? You wonder. You wonder who's gonna win it. I'm picking the Chiefs, and that's final. Who can dethrone the Chiefs? Ravens or Texans. Those are the only 2 teams I can dethrone them in the postseason. But anything can happen though. Like none of these teams can make the postseason without all of these players making it possible. That's it. I'm done streaming.